All right. Good morning. Good morning. What is today? Wednesday, March 5th. We're taking a look at NASDAQ here. Looks like price poised to open right within the middle of the prior day's range. Yesterday, we did see some solid two-way activity. A lot of whipsaw, definitely a lot of whipsaw in yesterday's session. A lot of volatility, some big outsized moves. The total ATR for the regular session was like 1.5. And that's with the recent ATR expansion that we've seen over the past couple of weeks. So now we're kind of here right near, looks like about 460, 450 area. And that is last week's low. So I always keep that as a reference point. Prior week low right there, 21, 460. Now, what I want to see for this morning, essentially, one of the main themes I'm going to be working with for today is whether or not sellers can continue to hold price beneath 550 and beneath that 700 pivot. Remember, the 700 area is the multi-month breakdown point. That's kind of what is holding this structure together. The bearish backdrop that we currently see is really contingent upon this 2700 level, that 2700 pivot, which was rejected pretty aggressively yesterday into the close. You get the retest down into 315, and then of course the bounce there after hours back into 550. So for this morning, we can use that last week's low 460 area as a reference point, as well as the overnight low down here 380. But as always, I'm mostly interested in reaction versus levels of interest. Our nearest levels of interest are 315 and then 550. We do also have two data prints this morning, 9:45 and 10 a.m. So given location, I'm not going to be in a big rush off the open here. I want to see how that intraday structure starts to build out and see what we're going to be working with as we get into, maybe 9:45, maybe 10 a.m. So we got the open here in about 90 seconds. Let's see. Let's see what we get here. VWAP currently at 512, session volume point of control currently up there at 550. You also have the weekly, this week's volume point of control, the blue line over here, bottom left chart, 533. May as well just call that 550. Close enough, right? Then prior day volume point of control, if you like that prior day profile, see it's way down there, 186. Taking a look at that 5-minute RTH chart, you can see a lot of accumulation down there near the low yesterday and then the big rally. So 30 seconds till the open. Looks like we're poised to open somewhere right around here, about 420 right now. Let's see what this open is looking like. No real gap. So gap rules are not a factor this morning. There's the open. Overnight low 379.5. Highly caffeinated desk, right? Yeah, we got the espresso and matcha. Double fisting. All right, NQ into that overnight low, 380s, 379. Don't forget data print 9:45, first one of the morning. The 9:45 print. Staying patient here, staying patient. We also have Fed's beige book later, 2 p.m. And then there's supposed to be more trade and tariff chatter later this afternoon. Posted some info on that in the Traders Think Tank, so make sure you keep an eye on those news feeds. And Q retesting that overnight low. Pretty slow open compared to yesterday, right? Opening 5 minute bar closes as a doji. There's your overnight low. And Q at the undercut of the overnight low. So your 315 is the downside level of interest. 315er. Highest volume of the sesh right there on that move. Always noteworthy. New low of day, getting into that 315 downside level of interest. We'll see the reaction down there into 315. You can see that prior day structure as well as Monday's low right through there. 315 also has some higher time frame importance as well. So if that area fails, we're down into prior day volume point of control and the 150 level of interest. First data print here in about 6 minutes. 6 minutes till your first data print. And we're back into that overnight low, 379. Let's see how that area is going to be treated. There's your overnight low. Really got to love those levels of interest. Just got to love it. What's our session high? Session high is up there at 446. We'll go ahead and trail it there, Dom. I'll let them have it all. Not going to wait for some market structure on that one. Little 75-point zipper. Wakes you up a little, right? NQ new high of day, and we're into 460. This last week's low, just as a reference point. Yeah, Benny. Yep. So let's see how this opening 5 minute, or excuse me, opening 15-minute bar closes here in 3 minutes. Don't forget data, first data print. Yeah, we want to see this reaction here. 460 up into VWAP. Kind of a wide zone, but it's kind of the focus here. Nicely done, Noah. All right, I'm all cashed into this data print. 9:45 data. That is the final services PMI. Then we have another at 10 a.m. So this opening 15-minute bar closes here. If we get a hammer or not. Some sellers showing up there at 460. Last week's low. See that tape going crazy. Data's here. Spread opens up quite a bit. Looks like you had ES perfectly into 5810 and VWAP rejecting there. Russell, a little initial rejection there at VWAP. YM actually making session highs up and through VWAP. Got that YM strong. Nice. Very nice. NQ rolling over here, 460. That was that last week low that we discussed. Down into that overnight low now. Ray, you had the long? Is that the long setup? Or the short? Long or short? The long from 315. Wow, nice. Good patience. Good patience on that one. So NQ into overnight low. We do have another data print at 10 a.m. See what happens here. Minimal interest at that overnight low. Your downside level is 315. Right now, a little intraday range, 315 by 460. Excuse me. Five-minute is just showing us some barcode, right? It's like a byproduct of the current market environment, wide short-term variance, low long-term variance. So NQ, let's see how this next reaction into 315 is going to be treated. That's that 78% fib intraday. There's a little churn here near that overnight low. How's our profile looking? Yeah, we got a while before that volume point of control shifts. That's for sure. So likely just staying patient here. Like to see that post 10 a.m. action. What's up, D-Wall? Took the short D wall. Nice. You still on vacation? You mobile trading? Nice. Enjoy. So NQ, that prior 15-minute bar, almost hammer shaped there. The second one is not yet negated that prior bar, right? So let's see how these next 6.5 minutes shape up. NQ getting back into 315 here. Let's see this reaction into 315. Is that a new low? Not quite a new low for the sesh. Current low is 313.75. No position for me here. I'm waiting for 10 a.m. 4 minutes. So if this one holds, I'll just let it go. Let it go. All right, into 10 a.m. We're looking at this reaction here near 315. There's your new low of day. NQ cracking the lows. So like I mentioned earlier, beneath 315, you're really looking at prior day volume point of control and then down into 150. 150. And 2.5 minutes till 10 a.m. Wow, the test and reject of the 5810 and VWAP area on ES mentioned earlier. Beautiful move. I hope someone got in there. Russell as well. VWAP marked the session high, at least for now. NQ, we're back into that 315 area. See how this 5-minute closes. Personally waiting for 10 before putting on any more risk. We had a pretty nice trade to start the morning. All right, there's your 10 a.m. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Session highs. Wowzers. Right from 315. You gotta love it. No position, but wow. So we're right into that 460 VWAP area. See how it's going to be treated. Look at the little blip to retest 315, little higher low right there. Just set up the launch pad. Gotta love it. Got to love it. Daily goal strong. Nicely done, man. Nice early day. So let's see what kind of retrace we get here. For the most part, that intraday range mentioned earlier, 315 by 460, pretty much still in play for now. It's a good target if you found an entry from VWAP and 460 right into that overnight low. See if the bot got in there. Nope. Bot did not get in there. Yeah, a bit of a tricky spot right here. Buyers showing up to defend overnight low, getting back into 460. Right back in there. Just shy of the highs now. That's why you trim those positions into reference points, that short at VWAP. Right back into the entry. Sellers showing up there again at VWAP. Very similar to what we saw yesterday. So my preference as someone looking for longs would be something like this, or I'll watch a retest down into 315. Not a lot that I want to do through here currently. A little bit of churn here, just shy of 460. A little fight for price. Surprisingly, volume point of control has not shifted yet. Another 5 or 10 minutes here in this area, you may see it shift lower. NQ trying to resolve higher, coming into those session highs. There's your new high of day for NASDAQ. Into 500. Where's that overnight high? Oh, 630 overnight high. Okay. So next upside level here is 550. Session volume point of control up there as well. Little blip above that session high. We're right back into 460 area. So sellers looking for continued acceptance beneath 460. It's really what they want to see after that little up thrust. Still a fight for price here near 460. RTH session volume point of control here at 427. Did we get the shift on extended yet? Nope, not quite. Not quite. That next 15-minute bar, which is currently a big engulfing bar, closes in a little less than 3 minutes. Now you can bring that intraday fib back here. All right, Steve, take care, man. We'll see you in the chat a little later on. Into that intraday 38% fib. So sellers doing a good job here. Near 460. Remember, 460 is last week's low. Got some overnight resistance through there as well from that pre-market sesh. Last week low, I just treated as a reference point personally. Not a true level of interest, but this is just consolidation nation here post 10 a.m. Good old consolidation nation. Probably another 2 minutes. You'll see that extended trading hours volume point of control shift. So keep an eye out for that. It's going to be right in this area. And we'll see how this structure resolves shortly. Any more data today? Yeah, we've just got Fed's beige book, 2 p.m. And then any trade and tariff headlines that hit, you got to watch for that as well. Keep an eye on those news feeds. See if sellers can get price back into that overnight low here. Or if the bot got short. Bot gets short? Yeah, bot is short. See how that pans out for the bot. There's 400 coming back into that overnight low. Your 50% fib is right there as well. Timmy, you back in there? So far, NQ still just right in the middle of the prior day's range. Let's take a look. We throw any prior day fibs? Yeah, right here between the 61% and 38% from yesterday's session. Here's the overnight low, 379. We're actually going to see an inside day. Maybe first time in a while. So 315 by 460, give or take a few points, remains the range at play here. Coming into that overnight low, which it would be the midpoint of the current intraday structure. If you're short from VWAP, there's your spot to trim here near that overnight low, 50% fib. And then watch for 315. There's your 61% fib. 315 is really next up. 315, definitely a much choppier morning than what we've seen recently. It's a byproduct of an inside day. Inside day so far. Inside day. All right, here comes 315. So it'll be your second target area if you're still riding that short from VWAP. Looks like the bot just covered partials. Not bad for some automation, if you ask me. It's not bad, not bad. See this reaction here at 315. Are buyers interested? Are buyers actually interested? Or is that some short covering? It's always the question. Look at the uptick in volume there at 315. There you go. There's your overnight low again. So if you grab longs from 315, that's your first spot to trim. If you're a levels of interest enjoyer. Let's rescale this chart a little. There we go. There we go. Anyone grab the 315er? Did you grab Timmy's cover, Dom? Nicely done, Ray. Short from that VWAP area, solid. Yeah, that was nice too. It's probably the better play given the bearish backdrop. Wow, a lot of shorts from VWAP. Nicely done. You guys are trading with the bot. The Opinicus bot. Des short from VWAP. Pat, Jacob. Oh my goodness, everyone. Wowzers. Oh, nicely green out there then. So we're continuing to look at this 315 area. 315er. Buyers want to see this area defending. We've got the RTH value area low right through here. 230. So if 315 fails, watch for that session low 270. Another prime example why you want to actively manage positions, right? We said if you're long from 315, trim into overnight low. NQ rejects overnight low, you're back into 315. Right back into there. 30-minute tough. Yeah, I would agree with that. It's in the middle of the prior day's range, so it's pretty normal inside day things here so far. There's your next 30-minute bar opening up. And a little churn here at 315. Buyers are looking for 315 to hold with a retest into overnight low. Sellers, of course, want to flush this, flush the session low down into prior day volume point of control. We have good volume still. Good volume for the session. So 315 holding for now. Overnight low just overhead, 380. One hour into the sesh. How's everyone's morning? Green, red, flat. Following your rules. Trading your process. Hopefully. Hopefully all the above. NQ bumping into overnight low. So it looks more likely that we have that range day on our hands here. Green, 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 still cash. Staying patient. Red. Not bad, not bad. Definitely much tighter action than we've seen Past few days here, we're due for a little compression, so we'll see if this range continues to hold today. Yeah, the inside days are always going to be a little trickier. Agreed, Mish. I would agree with that 100%. Good day to be doing less. Like to see that overnight low holding now. Oh, nice work, Christina. Have a good day. Like to see NQ hold that overnight low. Give it a try down there. Almost got stopped. Now we're just trailing in profit. Let the trail do its thing. Two longs today, both versus 315. I like to trade levels of interest usually. Like those A plus ops, A plus trades. See if we can break 400. Start to retest that VWAP area. VWAPy. Hey, not bad. Not bad, not bad. Go ahead and raise the trail just beneath 400 here. Keep it a little tighter as we get closer to that target. Which is that 460 VWAP area, 450, 460. We'll raise it a little bit more. Nice push here. And we're going real tight with the trail. And there it is. I'm all out. 340 entry, not the best entry. Almost got stopped. End up holding it for about 90 points. It's not bad. So about 150 or so on the sesh between two trades. We'll take it. We'll take that. And the idea behind both those trades, again, I'm just trading levels of interest. Levels of interest, higher time frame levels. First long right here, second one right here. Obviously, the first one much easier to hold on to. Just pure momentum move. $10 a.m. was, it worked, but with the data there, been burned too many times on that. So don't typically start a fresh entry that close to 10 a.m. That would be for like trailing a profitable position or something like that. NQ back into VWAP. Session volume point of control right up there at 440. So that we pretty much have the range set here. See if it continues to hold, but your boundaries are 315 plus or minus, right? True session low is 270. And then 460, that upper portion here. True session high right now is 497. I think we'll call it a stream there. Keep it going in the trader's think tank as always, but as of right now, what I'm looking for is either another test down into 315 or a clean break above that session high. But then maybe you get a retest, something like that, or even a break up into 550. Break up above rather. But the main theme this morning is inside day, right? Look at the action here with prior days. Trend, little compression session so far. We'll see if the afternoon trade and tariff chatter brings in some volatility. We got Fed beige book later as well. That's a wrap. Thanks for your time, everyone. Some decent action this morning. Two-way trading, right? If you have any questions, shoot me a message in the think tank. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a good rest of your day.